Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome back to another episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival. Today I am back on Akua, the first planet that we built our water base up there, or above water base I should say, because I really wanted to continue work on this area. I feel like I don't want to start, on other planets or carrier ships and so on until I got this project done here. And I really want to get it done because I think it's going to be a lot of fun having this available to us. But here is what I've done. Okay, this building is 29 by 27, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 26, 27. Yes, it's 27, and this one is 29. It doesn't really matter that it's not square because the entrance here is centered, but the gate on top we can't center because the gate I want to put in is 14 by 14. So there's no way we can center it anyway. And also because of structural integrity, we're gonna have to be careful. So this down here is done. The settings on these lights, by the way, in case you are wondering, is intensity only half, but range 35. That's why it's not blinding bright. But it still lights up the whole area quite nicely. I really like this lighting. I think it's good down here. It's bright, but not too bright. And today, I dug up. It's not very far right here. And I've said this is the time where I need to start recording because it's getting juicy. It's going to be a little bit difficult on how to continue. I did place a bunch of work lights. I can't wait for day anymore. Seriously, guys, I feel like it's always night when I try to record. So for this right here, I've just placed a bunch of these work lights. And by the way, if you want to get an overview, right down here is the corner of the building. This is the actual cement corner. So the inside, as far as we're able to see, was right here. Because I'm next to the elevator, it kind of pushes me up. And it goes all the way to that light down there. Okay, check. This is long. Very long. It goes all the way to here. And over there, can you see it? On this island over there, currently, let me turn off S6. I currently have my capital vessel parked. It usually parks here, but I'm afraid that I might have a cave-in or something. So I moved it off to the other island for now. So the goal is to have the gate here now. This corner. All right. So, actually, guys, I'm lying here. This is not it. The actual corner of the building is a little further back. You see, it's back there. The corner I just showed you is... This is the wall going up right there. Okay, so I'm telling you, it's kind of hard for me to wrap my head around this at times. How I want to build this. So anyways, I need the two gates right here. These bad boys right there. These hangar doors. They're gonna lay on its side right here at this height. And they're going to be butting up together. So when one opens, they both open. Getting some funny lighting stuff going on here, the shadows. But anyway, I need a lip sitting on it, okay? So the lip needs to be at this height. And also, by the way, I'm coming up with the wall here, but I'm hanging over one right there. Because you guys see how it gets gray and so on. And I'm trying to keep it smooth and nice on the outside. You see a little bit of this here, but I can live with that. But I don't want this to be ugly. We're probably going to have some slopes on the sides or stairs or something like that also. I really want this to look like, somebody just pushed it into the ground. I don't want to have any of this moon rock here. So the way we're going to go about it is, like I said, I need this right here to be a lip. And this needs to be 14 long, but you guys see it gets taller. So my problem is I need to dig up some of this dirt here. There's no way around it. And I'm a little bit worried because of the way it works. But I want to show you guys a trick. And that is why I started recording here. So that is 2 right there. And I can even go 3. You guys see I can just hold down my left mouse button. So now I have 3 right here. 2 there. But now instead of digging this up, because... Wait a second. This is the wall right here. This one is the one that's going to extend down for... like I said, I'll figure all this out later. I cannot wrap my head around this. But I know this is the lip I want, and this needs to be 14 long. So now I'm going to come in here and just slightly dig this out like that. You guys see that? Just so I can just expose the block. Just like that. No more. Maybe just a smidgen back here. So there's nothing on there. And I can just go here a little bit. And now I can already take this concrete block and put it 2 further. And that's how I'm going to go down there. 14 this way. Then I know where the lip ends. Okay? And then I'm going to need to calculate from this block 13. And the 13th one is the concrete. And that needs to be another lip going this way. I hope this makes sense. Why don't I just... You guys see how I'm doing it right now? I'm being very careful because I can have these 3 behind it. So I won't be able to see any of this ugliness right here, right? That's just really important to me, guys. I want to make sure that this area stays nice. I'd be very upset if it doesn't. And on top of that, you guys see right here, I'm actually dragging it to here and I'm letting go. And now you're going to see the block is actually placed. So you can place things underground even if you can't see them. You can place blocks as long as you can click on the block you want to place it against. You can just place things in this game, which is really cool. Let me get rid of this here just so... I need to see this because otherwise I might not be able to place the gate or something. I don't know. And to count and so on, for the time being, I am going to use this tool right here. That helps me a lot, and I'm going to set it to red. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So I know I need to do 5 more, and then that is the corner. So let me go ahead and place this lip just that way, and then I'm going to push the wall this way, and then bring the other lip over. And most likely, I don't know. And then I'll bring you back when I got that done. How's that? Actually, gonna cut in a little bit sooner than that. Because this lip right here is going to be not supported from underneath. And while it's touching the dirt here, I just don't trust it, guys. I don't want this to collapse when it's done. I'm gonna put another one back here. And that is going to be the wall that actually goes down. And you guys can see I'm just dragging this along here. And apparently it doesn't want to let me do the last one. So we have to place that. So now I know this is anchored, right? Into the dirt. And I can even take this right here. And bring it all the way over. So that is going to be the flush on the top with this gate. Okay? So, and the other thing also, that's something I learned here over the time. You see the little rock like this. I'm not going to touch it right now because we won't be able to. Well, I'm going to show it to you guys. You can, when you carefully aim here, you don't hurt your blocks with the drill. And you guys saw it broke it now, and that little piece is gone there. So there's actually dirt all the way right behind this. I like this a lot about this game. And you see it's starting to turn ugly, but that is what this lip is going to be for. That I'm going to bring also all the way over 2 of them. I don't know, I want this to have a massive bunker kind of feel, right? So I think that is okay. And right here, I'm going to go up. As long as I can see this, I'm going to go up. So whatever extra support, guys, I have thousands. Let me show you this. I have so much of this concrete. But I'm right here, stone processing. I have 1,000 more in this building box right there. Well, 1998 to be precise. And stone processing, I got all this, but when you scroll down, this is all this crushed stone I have. I've been putting that away. Right now, I'm just making a lot of large promethium because, well, you always need lots and lots of fuel. Anyways, so I just wanted to show you guys that I am supporting this from behind, and now that it's getting taller right here, I'm just gonna have this last wall just like that. Again, this is just decoration. This doesn't hold anything, but I'd like to have this 3 wide all the way around, and then an elevator, and I don't know if the elevator actually stays here. I have no idea. So, now that I have that, I can go down this way. From here, so that's 1, 2, 3, let's just go down a few like that. And again, I'm gonna just remove the dirt like this. I'm repeating myself, but I just want to show you guys the process because this is such a huge project that it's gonna be pretty crazy. And here I don't need to go back too far because this is going to be there. There's no lip here. Don't forget that. But of course here, I'm gonna need to dig down because that is where the actual, fighters are gonna go down through the garage. And I wasn't actually too bad at all getting this around. I'll show you in a second. Just trying to get rid of the rest of this dirt and stone in here so we can actually place these two gates. And then my plan is probably a few blocks going down. It's going to be this size. But then after those, I want it to open up into the full size. The full width and depth or length, whatever you want to say, of the hangar underneath, right? Because that way, if I have a lot of headroom down there, I can, lift off an SV that might be standing in the corner and fly over the other ones to get it out and stuff. I'd like this to be, quite roomy as quick as possible. But, of course, if you think about it, let's see, which way are we going? Yeah, right here. I can't make it all the way to over here. From up here, at the tallest point. So I can't just make this concrete because it can support it. I don't want to have any pillars. The structural integrity is just not there. So my goal is, or my hopes are, that if I dig down underneath the stone a bit and then put in the ceiling so there's rock above it, that it will anchor to it. So I don't need to fight with the structural integrity. Okay? Because I think that natural generated terrain never collapses and stuff. I don't know. I'm sure we're gonna find out sometime later today when I dig this all the way down, because once I come all the way down, let's say right here in this corner, and I see I fall through and I'm on the bottom of the hangar, right? And then if I take out the edges all the way around, I wonder what happens when I get to the end. So I have an entire ring dug up around it. Is the rest just gonna stand here? Or is it actually going to collapse? I don't know how the physics works with that. Okay. But anyway, we got the 14 by 14. Yep. It should be it. I'm really hoping. Now, I know from building this before that we actually need to have another block. And I'm going to use the wood blocks for that as a temporary block. Because I need to place it on it. It's kind of... How can I show you guys that? It's kind of weird to place. Let's just try it here. Maybe I can place it. Who knows? Alright, so by default is that. And we go to the biggest size. And the first thing is we're going to turn it like this. So right here I could place it. No problem, right? Why is it open? I don't know. But I want to lay this on its side... Oh, wait, does that actually work? I don't know. I don't know. But it looks like it could work, but I don't know if it's far enough back there. You know what? I'm just going to place it. If it doesn't, I can just break it and make another one. Here goes nothing. Did it! Yes! It did put it in the correct corner. Awesome. And now all we gotta do is turn this with this one 180 degrees. Come over here. See, now I can place it. So I'm probably gonna need to come underneath here. Back up. What did I do the torches? Why you not working on this side? No. Here we go. I think that's it. It's blue. There we go. Now... Oh yeah, because we are not in a vehicle. This doesn't open for you. You need to be in a vehicle. And it opens up. We did it! And it's self-supporting. It works. So that is going to be the hole that you come in on planes. And you know what? I want to test this here real quick with this big SV here. That's kind of one of the bigger ones, not the biggest ones. I want to see how big that is. I have no idea. Everything in this game kind of gives me wrong impressions at times. So let's see how big this one is. Okay, so let's go down here. Oh, look at that. You can easily fit this in here. And if I'm not mistaken, because I am here now, if I take off, it's gonna close. And again, when you get close to it, you gotta just stop a second. It opens. You can go down and come up. How awesome is this, guys? I'm so excited. All right, let me park this again over here. Not too far. Get down. There we go. Turn it off and get out. So now what is next? Like I said, it's getting a little tricky now. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is... like I'm stuck in the ground or something. Weird. First thing I'm gonna do is close this off all the way. So I got my 3 white ring. Because that's gonna just look better later. And we can, you know, put decorations up here. Or whatever. Just gonna be flush here. Oh, but I did say I might even put a ramp around it. Or something like that. So there's a 3. And, you know, we might even have a tower or something on here. I don't know. Now, this one definitely... oh, underneath. Can I... yes, I can do it right here. Let's go down... yeah, I can do that. You know, it doesn't matter if I waste some concrete blocks. I have so many, it doesn't. Hello? From here. Come over, there we go. See? Now I got that, and now I can align one down here. So you cannot see this corner anymore being off the ground. I don't like that when you see these corners off the ground. And of course, going this way, it's very easy because it's getting steeper, or we're going into the landscape. So we don't need to have any of these shenanigans anymore. Alright. And so it's a very special occasion, guys. It's actually daytime. Doesn't happen often. One other thing I noticed when I was digging out the middle there now. It's probably eventually gonna look somewhat silly at places because... oh, I'm out. Because the grass will gonna regrow, which sucks, but there's nothing we can do. We're just gonna have to take it. Hey, what? Put it right there. That's just, there's nothing I can do. There's just no way for me to get rid of grass or anything like that. So we're just gonna have to deal with it and just ignore it, just like that little elevator in the base where we go through the seaweed and stuff. It's kind of sad, but it happens. And let's go 2 over here. All right, so we get the 3 white ring this way. And I'm going to make that one over here real quick. After quite a lot of time. I'm going to say 1.5 hours, 2 hours. Glitch came over. He helped me dig also. So that was really nice of him. It's finally finished. And all I did up here is place 4 cannons. I don't think I want to put... ooh. Hey, I'm giving away what's on the bottom. I don't want to have anything... we just restarted the server, so I gotta check up... turn on my jetpack. I don't want to have anything else around here. I just want this to be a garage entrance, right? And I think I'm gonna leave this right here, this dirt. So not to make it ugly over here, like a moon landscape. And you guys can see the grass is back. It's a bummer that it's there, but hey, it's alpha, so these are bugs. I'm sure they're gonna iron out here eventually. And unfortunately, we found another bug. So let me go down here. Jetpack, so I don't crush. And this is the texture. I wanted to keep it simple. I didn't want to make steel out of this to have the warning tape. I did make steel out of this one ring right here. I upgraded it with the multi-tool. And up here, I just took these lightings. It's pretty cool at night. And you guys see I have one SV down here, my biggest one, because I needed to kind of have a scale. I think I have a lot of room down here. It's bananas. This is awesome. I love it. So let me show you guys what the problem is. It's manageable, but it is a problem. Now I'm gonna go into V and I'm gonna go Alt so I can turn around so you guys can see this better. Now check out what happens when I turn on my engines. You see I'm constantly drifting up. And I believe that it has something to do with the algorithm or the code obviously in the game. Because anytime you have a vehicle underwater and you turn it on, it starts drifting up. It's manageable. It's kind of a pain in the butt. And we're going to try something out with the hover vehicles in a second. Because I have a feeling that we're going to run into a much bigger bug with the hover vehicles in a minute. But check it out. I think it is really cool. I love it. You just come here, go down, door opens. We gotta be really close, which is fine. And then come down here, and then I'm just gonna, you know, push it against the floor. Let it come up, and I can position it however I want. Let's say back here, and whatnot, right? So I think it's an awesome parking garage. It's not something that I want to use on a daily basis anyway. You know, I want to have my regular vehicles up here, but this is kind of like that SV2 over here, the first ship that we built together. It's really banged up, and I don't want to repair it anymore because it wasn't that good anyway, so that's probably something I'm going to put in here and put it away. But how cool would it be if we could get a hover vessel down there, right? And I was thinking, I'm like, man, I don't really want to build a giant ramp and stuff like that if it's not gonna work. So I went into creative mode and I made something. Oh, check it out. Cobalt meteorite coming down right here. That is awesome looking. You don't see them very often. I just picked up 2 cobalt meteorites over there on the shore, so now we're getting new ones. That's cool. So I made something in creative, something very simple, and I am going to spawn that in over here. It's nice and flat over here, and I already built it, and I just call it my Thor HV lift. It is actually a capital vessel, guys. Okay, I made a very minimalistic capital vessel. That's why the thrusters and so on are super big, and all it has is an RCS, 1 small fuel tank, a thruster forward, backwards, left, right, up, and down. And a generator here. That is all it has in the cockpit. And in the back, I added a ramp. And because you can dock hover vessel to a capital vessel, I believe that I'm going to be able to ride hover vessels up here and then take it down into the hole. Now, first things first, I'm going to have to put some fuel in here. It doesn't, you know, that's all there's. Nothing else. A fuel tank. Let's put some of that in there. And you guys, oh, see, this is one thing it bugs me on these. First of all, when I get out, oh, it does stand still. Okay, I had a little problem. This bugs me right here. Every time you turn this, why I don't have them on any of my ships anymore. I also took it off on the capital vessel. Because every time you turn it off or on, it closes. It thinks it's closing. It's a ramp. Shutters or doors I would understand, but not a ramp. Anyway, first thing I wanted to see is how big is this? Oh, don't. And it's freaky fast. Okay, I'm in V mode, so we can look around easier. Look how fast this turns because I got these giant thrusters, and this doesn't have any mass, right? All right, so it easily fits, no problem. So why don't we? Let me get out of. I need to have some kind of an indicator in front, I think, because it's really hard to see where I'm actually flying this way. But let me go ahead, park right down here. I guess you gotta fly this in third person. I'm gonna, whoa, so fast. Alright, so turn it off. And we're gonna, just testing, you know, get this guy on here. Bring it down, because I want to see if we're gonna get the bug. The bug happens when I park my hover vessels in the capital vessel, in the Thor, over there. That they just catapult up because there's something over their head and then they want to surface. So they fly up into the ceiling. It's really annoying. And I want to see if I'm going to have that problem here. But first, let's see if I can even get this on here. I don't see any reason why not. Ooh, that's scary. Look at that. Look at this. Having issues already. So I probably drove on the seat. So let's come down here and turn it off. Whoa. Okay, apparently I was... Where are we going? Where are we going? God, this game is so funny when it comes to hover vessels. Right, I gotta come up higher. Turn a little. Can I please get on here? Turn a little and now get down. Forward. Right, am I... See what I mean? I'm at supposedly 0.05 meters. Don't want to bounce, so... Alright. So now let's see. Ow, I forgot one thing. Did it dock? I think it did. Did I never make this faction? That is why. I need to make this faction. And I need to make this faction. Because as we learned a couple episodes ago, you can only dock faction to faction things. And is it docked? Tell me here. No, I have to get in. It shows it's docked. That is awesome. So now I should be able to get into this seat. Level out. Doink. It's so super responsive. It's bananas. Alright, so let's go forward. Hopefully the ramp will not be in my way. Hello? Why you not open? Does it maybe not open for capital vessels? Because that's what's happening here? Yeah, I think that's what the problem is. So... I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get up here. Yes. Alright, so I gotta open this by hand. Which is fine. Now I wonder if when the hover vessel goes by... Oh, 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 oh. Alright, hold on a second. I gotta close the stupid ramp over here. Don't take fly lessons from me, guys. Like, can we please... Come on. Whoa, whoa. Man, the thing is so responsive. Holy shnikes. But I have the minimum amount on the thrusters. I can't put any less. Alright, so first of all... this capital vessel is also going up. So let's just come down here and turn it off. Alright, so now I got the hover vessel down here. So now comes the big test. Are we going to... It's still open. I'm gonna go in V mode to get the full effect. I am starting it. Turn off the lights. Yeah, that's exactly the problem. I cannot... Now I'm hovering here. I can't go down any further. You guys see that? Ah, that is a bummer, guys. So we cannot get hover vessels down here. Only SVs. It's okay. We tried. Now I got this capital vessel right here. I might, you know, refurbish it. Make something else out of it. Like a little mobile mining base. So I can put some cannons on it or whatever. Ah, man. That's a bummer. I'm kind of bummed out about that. But hey. It's pre-release. I'm not mad about it or anything. Not at all. This game is already so fantastic. But let me get this back out of here. Oh. Can I... Oh, I can't open this. Oh, I gotta fly up first. Which I just have to... Aha. When you're not in it, it does not go up. Alright, let's go up carefully. Can I reach you now? Yes. Alright, so let's get out of here. That is sweet. Oh well, we tried. We gave it a try. And like I said, I'm gonna just refurbish this capital vessel into something. I'm sure I think of something. And let me go ahead and get some more building blocks together real quick. Because I'd like to make use of the daytime. I'm gonna leave all of this the way it is. Let me know down in the comments how you like this. If you know, if there wasn't any grass and we didn't have these weird hover problems. How do I close it from here? There we go. How do you guys like it? I think it turned out really good. It's huge. I can stuff a lot of hover vessels down there. I should say small vessels. And yeah, I'll be right back. Let me grab some blocks and I wanna finish this tower here real quick. So guys, it's actually recording this here now after the next episode. Because we got together here after that last clip. And we tackled 2 dungeons. So look forward to that in the next episode. And when I came back, it was late at night. I didn't want to record anymore. But I wanted to finally have a platform to park my seat. So I just built this very simple concrete platform. There's pillars and there's concrete. And you guys see the paint job. This is just I left the concrete color and I just used the texture tool to give it a matte look right here and made it white. Couple flares and a couple lights around it. That's it. But it's really cool now because I can nicely flat park my CV right over here. I don't need to have it on an island anymore. And I think it's cool. I really like it. But what I wanted to do for the rest of this episode here, I finally wanted to finish our living quarters. Okay, it's way overdue. So I just did the groundwork right here. You guys see, I'm not too happy about just the elevator holding this up. So I think that we'll definitely gonna need something. I don't know what to do. You know, it looks kind of weird just holding the elevator and then the steel bubble. And this one right here, by the way, I just added afterwards. I didn't really need it. But I wanted to get a little more structural integrity because I'm going to the yellowish over here already. And the corners. And it was darker, you know, one ring in. But because I added this, now it spreads out further one. So it just gives me one extra range. That is why I added this down here. I'm probably going to texture it something like exhaust or crates or something like that. We'll see with the texturing. But what I want to do here is pretty much just a glass bubble, and I want to have some living quarters here. There's no functionality in this. I just want to have, I made a bunch of these things here. I made these deco blocks, and artificial indoor console blocks, an antenna, radar deco, and so on. So we're going to play around with those. But let's go ahead and set up the glass around. Actually, you know what? First, we're going to set up the lights. As the sun is setting again. Want to have those here or one higher? I'm gonna... Let's put it one higher so it's not so blinding. And I'm probably gonna change the range on it. Here real quick. Range to... What? Darker or something? Ooh, it's very bright here. Come on. Yeah, you see how it gets darker? Like, the intensity isn't as big. But anyway, let's just change this in all four so we can keep working through the night here. Because unfortunately in this game we cannot sleep. So make it easy for YouTubers. Alright, so glass. I first wanted to make an overhang, but then I have no idea how we're gonna do the corners again. So we're just gonna go like this. I made a bubble. That's gonna be hard to place up here. Too high, that's it. And then we're gonna curve it up. Right, this is this tall now. Yes, and then we're gonna curve it up to the middle here. And then in between here. Oh yeah, I wanted to have... How many of these can I fit? I really want to see if I can fit these giant windows here. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then I have one left over. Bummer. Alright, so I can make it 1, 2. Like that. And then I just have to use these here. Oh no. This. What? Okay, that was weird. And glass, by the way, I think I mentioned that before, you cannot drag for some reason. You got to do that one by one. And let's get this. Ah, no. Knucklehead. We got the big ones there. Alright, let's just... So there's one big one. Small, small, small. Turn it. Big. Small. 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 I'm actually excited doing this here because that means that after this space is finished to me, okay? It doesn't mean that we're not going to add something to it eventually or whatever if we have need for something. But as of that moment then when we're done, we have everything we could need in a base. You know, growing, lots of parking. We definitely have lots of parking underground. We get all the planes I want on this planet. Check it out, by the way. You see... Now, let me just show you. I don't want to have F6 on. let's go down here real quick. I made another one of these ravens right here. That's my favorite fighter, which we're gonna use next episode. So I have one of these and one of the planet rovers. These two, I want to have one of those on each planet that I go to. The scepter right here is my ship that is gonna stay with my capital vessel over here, okay? And this explorer, what did I actually name it? I called it Nighthawk because it's like a stealth fighter, you know. The very first tier one that we built, the SV. Yes. The other ones are down in the garage. The Thor SV2, that's the one we built ourselves. And also the forklift, both of those are in the garage, yeah. So I got lots of planes here. And the Essentials, that is that HV that we built in episode 4, is also always going to stay on this capital ship. So if I ever need to set out, you know, do some mining or whatever on other planets, I always have that with me. I think that's a good idea to have. And I got sidetracked, but I wanted to give an update on my planes. Now, I do want to kind of mix it. I do want to make my own planes, but I also want to use other people's designs. We were talking about that, you know, because people put a lot of effort. Like this Raven plane down here is a really beautiful fighter. And I think it's okay to use other people's designs because that way, you know, you can show off people's talent. Some people have incredible talent when it comes to making these planes. It's unreal. Tomorrow's episode, you guys are gonna see me, or see us in a troop transport from Glitch that he's been using, and it's the most efficient, space efficient thing I've ever seen. It is bananas. Anyway, so now I am getting nervous. Because now we are placing... I should probably... Made the boo-boo. I made the boo-boo. Because now I cannot... I gotta remove these lights. I cannot put something in this block space. So I actually need to get those down. That's okay. That's a nice thing, you know. Even if you break it, you just throw it all back in the constructor and make it again. And I'm just gonna put 2 right now. 1 here and 1 there, and just leave them at the default. Structural integrity off. Yeah, this is bright enough for now. So we're gonna come up here. We're gonna have 1 radar dish up there and an antenna. So I think that I actually want to... Because I'm going to have to put that somewhere, right? The radar dish is huge. Let me show you. That's not something that we can just put in one spot. We might have to put this somewhere else, guys. I don't think we can put this on here. Yeah, we're not. We can put the radar dish somewhere else. We'll figure out a spot for it. But the antenna needs to go up here. So, can I fly? Yes, okay. So just going to wait for my jetpack to come back. So I can place that first, so I don't need to come back up. There it is. We got the antenna. And definitely want to color that one in yellow. Yes. No. Yeah, let's leave it yellow. That's fine. So people see it and don't crash into it. And black and yellow armor colors. So good. Now getting sidetracked again. Let's go ahead and bring this up and over. But again, I can't do it this way. Because I did not think this through. Did I place it? Did I place it? Yes. No. Alright. Get 2, 3. Are you kidding me? Why are you doing this to me? Got such a small window, no pun intended, to place this. Right? And then we come around the corner, do the same on the other sides. Actually, we have to come... Let's do this here first, so I have something to place it against. But lets me place it. Here we go. And I guess I'll place this one over here. While I'm at it. There we go. Whole platform collapsed. The whole platform collapsed. That sucks, guys. I might have to rethink this on how to build this. I don't know. I don't know how I can make this without additional pillars. I'm gonna have to look into that, guys. But then that's gonna have to be it for today's episode. The next episode we're gonna do the dungeon exploring, and then the episode after, hopefully, I'm gonna have something figured out on how to make this structural integrity strong. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the episode and the little derp here that it collapsed. But I've had problems with this for many times. It's really hard to build up in the air, honestly, without extra pillars. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.